Welcome to all in course Fundamentals of Behavioral and Social Science Research. We are going to deal module 11, writing research proposal, synopsis research paper, and today we are going to deal guidelines for writing research paper. After the end of this session, you can develop the understanding and the structure and purpose of a research paper, apply academic writing conventions and ethical practices, follow step-by-step guidelines in planning and composing a research paper, use citation, reference and formatting appropriately, avoid common pitfalls in research writings. जब हम बात करें कि what is a research paper, it means it is a writing. A research paper is a scholarly written article that presents an original argument, analysis or interpretation based on in-depth investigation, data collection and critical review of existing literature. Research paper means that is a written document. Therefore, it should be written in a form that other can understand it clearly, and that paper explore the new concepts. Yeah, that should be contributory in the understanding the knowledge or reflecting and new pattern or new way for any issues. Therefore, here we have written the scholarly written article that present an original argument, analysis or interpretation based on in-depth investigation. When we write any research paper, that becomes empirical data based, and in that data collection and critical reviews of existing literature involved. It is not too easy to write a research paper. There is required to various consciousness and precautions. APA style manual define करता है research paper को. A research paper is a formal piece of academic writing that presents a thesis, support it with evidence and situates in the context of existing literature. यहाँ भी वही क्लियर है कि रिसर्च पेपर इज ए फॉर्मल पीस ऑफ एकेडमिक राइटिंग. एकेडमिक राइटिंग का एक फॉर्मल पीस है दैट प्रेजेंट अ थीसिस, सपोर्ट इट विथ एविडेंस एंड सिचुएट इट इन द कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ एग्जिस्टिंग लिटरेचर. जो साक्ष्यों को आधार बनाते हुए किसी पर्टिकुलर कॉन्टेक्स्ट में जो उसके सपोर्टिव लिटरेचर है उसको संदर्भित करके लिखा जाता है. तो इट इज ए फॉर्मल पीस ऑफ एकेडमिक राइटिंग. फॉर्मल पीस, फॉर्मल में मीन्स दैट इज एक्सेप्टेड इन दैट पर्टिकुलर फील्ड. When we are talking about the research paper, it means the paper which is written at here, that should be accepted in the global arena, in the field of social science and behavioral research. What we have written, their format should be same, their writing way should be similar. So therefore, we are going to deal how to develop a research paper. The structure of a standard research paper. Previously, I have said that we follow a pattern. On that basis of we start to write a paper, and everywhere majorly it is acceptable worldwide. Most journals and universities follow a variation of the IMRAD, that is considered as a introduction, method, result and discussion format. तो in which when we try to write a paper, in that first we give the introduction, reflect the methods, results and discussion. So IMRAD format is generally in use, and this format refers to a paper that is structured by 4 main sections. These four main sections are introduction, methodology, result and discussion. So this will cover the all aspects that are associated with a research paper. Generally, when we try to write a research paper, then we follow the pattern as we have previously discussed about the research proposal nearby, but here it is a research paper, it is a report of any research that is already completed. Therefore, it will be in the past tense. When we develop a research proposal, we use the future tense in reporting, in developing a research proposal, but within within research paper we use the past tense. So here we start then how to write the research paper in any seminar, conferences or for the publication. So we start with the title page. In that we try to write a title that should be clear, concise and reflects the research focus. As here our title is in example, impact of social media use or uses on academic stress among undergraduate students. एक title लिया गया है, so that can be written on the page, and after that where you are presenting within a seminar or conferences, that should be mentioned there, and who are presenter, their name and their institution name should be there. But if we are going to write a research paper for the publication in journals, then that is not required to develop a title page. Then their title is only required to report a title in front, या कह सकते हैं कि जो top of page. Second, abstract. We are considering as in order to reporting a research paper. Second one is the abstract, and within 150 to 250 or 300 words we can write abstract, a brief including objective, methodology, key findings and conclusions. That should be reflected within a abstract, because that will attract the audience that will associated with the particular field, and they will want to read that, because abstract should be written in a very precise manner and reflecting the content that have in that paper. So therefore, that should be associated their objective, methodology, key findings and conclusion. And just down of abstract we write the keywords, and keywords help in indexing and searching, and that are major aspects of that particular work, because that key terms or keywords help us to go to read that paper Otherwise, we can left that concept. When we are reading the content that are developed or anywhere on OER or in any book, yeah, in any research paper, a research survey, we try to go with the help of keywords. If keywords are not there, we are not interested to read that. So therefore, in a research paper, just bottom of abstract, we should write the keywords. जैसे कि social media, academic stress, undergraduate students, mental health. So these are the key concepts or key words that will be involved within a paper, and that will develop conceptual understanding about that. On the basis of data, on the basis of literature, review literature, existing studies, that can be. Therefore, we should write keywords within our research paper, and that research paper will strengthened by the keywords. Introduction. After that, we start with introduction, and in the introduction part, context of the study, rationale and significance of the study, research questions, statement of the problem, operational definition of key terms, objective, hypothesis or assumption, and delimitations. We use as a subtopic when we write the introduction. In that, we use the context of the study, and rational research question, statement of the problem, operational definition of the key terms, objective, and hypothesis are the other part of the introduction. So these can be in a serial, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, just like that. So introductions means we have considered only that these gives us insight, and on the basis of that we move further. After that, review of related literatures. So summary of previous studies, identification of research gap. These can be considered under the rational and significance title, because some journals required the review of related literature in the different positions. Otherwise, it can be considered under the headings of rationale, and rationale developed by the review of related literature. In the research paper writing, it's only key concepts are required to report within rationale. Otherwise, it's major parts are not required. What are their finding, what methodology they have used, that will reflect us a concept, because this is not a thesis writing concept. Therefore, we can use the review of related literature in a concise form within rationale also. Otherwise, we can report here where needed. Otherwise, it can be reported after the context of the study, generally how to we are using it, that can be. Next one, the methodology research, methodology / research design. Here, first we deal the research approach, research method, population, sample and sampling technique, tool, data collection procedure, and a statistical technique. So that is in a serial. Research approach first, after the research method, population, sample and sampling technique, tool, data collection procedure, and statistical technique. So which points we using at here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that is not required to write in any research paper. Only title page or title, after that abstract, keywords just below that, after that introduction will be a title, and within that we can use the context of the study, just like that rational research questions, statement of the problem. No need to use the numbers 4, 5, 6, that are not required to write. We have only make a section by informing you that introduction is required, that is used at here by default the numbers. So therefore these are not required to mention the numbers. And review of related literatures, its real position is good within the rational term and or before it, context of the study, and after that review of related literature can be placed. But somewhere it is the format of some reporting thesis, reporting research paper. They demand the review related literature in detail, so that can be used at here. Methodology, yes, after that research approach क्या है, method क्या use हुआ है, population क्या था, sample क्या प्रयोग, कितने लोग थे, sampling technique क्या थी, tools क्या use किया गया, data collection procedure क्या था, strategy, everything is reported by the researcher within the past tense. Next one, data analysis and result. And within the data analysis and results, presentation of data using table, graphs and charts. We make our presentation effective with the help of tables, graphs and chart. And statistical analysis. After that, we present our analysis within the tabulation form with the help of tables, and after that we interpret the results and do the discussion on that. तो जो हमारा कॉन्सेप्ट है आंकड़ों का विश्लेषण और परिणाम, तो जो उसको हम सारणी, ग्राफ्स और जो पिक्टोरियल फॉर्म्स है उसके थ्रू प्रेजेंट करते हैं, और उसमें जो स्टैटिस्टिकल एनालिसिस है, सांख्यिकी विश्लेषण, उसको भी हम टेबल्स के फॉर्म से रिफ्लेक्ट करते हैं और उसको डिस्कस करते हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ प्रीवियस स्टडी, और उसको कुछ अर्थ उसमें से जो निकल रहे हैं उसको इंटरप्रेट करते हैं. तो दिस इज द मेजर पार्ट ऑफ द रिपोर्टिंग a research paper, and after that we go for the conclusion and recommendation, summary of findings, summary or findings, educational implications, and suggestion for policy practice, scope for future research. So by this we try to report a research paper, and in the last we write the references. So here the numbers is not the specific concept, only we use the numbers to seriate the concept. Here references for writing as per requirement, as per demand. We can go with the APA style, MLA, Chicago, etc. What is the requirement of a particular field according to the discipline or publication journals, we can use the style. So therefore, it is informed that how to develop a research proposal, what should be there. We can go with the research proposal steps, but in that steps it is required to frame your sentences in the past tense. Otherwise you can use this, but no numbering is required. Introduction, after that within introduction we can use the review of related literature within very short. Just after we can use the rational, and within rational we can use the review of related literature. Rational and significance, or need and significance of the study, or research gap. When we use the research gap, then we write the significance of the study. Just after that we write the research question, and after that a statement of problem if you want to write. Otherwise operational definition of key terms, and after that objective, hypothesis, delimitations, and research design. Within that, approach, method, research approach, quantitative or qualitative. Method, what methods we have used, experimental, survey, historical, philosophical, what. After that, population, sample, sampling technique, tools used, statistical technique, and data analysis. And lastly, findings, educational implication, and suggestion for further researches. So by these steps we can develop a research proposal and research paper, and that will be communicated within a publication that will explore your insight. Therefore, it is required to publish your work, what you are doing. जो शोध कार्य हम कर रहे हैं, उस शोध कार्य को लोगों तक संप्रेषित करने के लिए हम रिसर्च पेपर लिखते हैं, और इसको हम लेकर सेमिनार, कॉन्फ्रेंसेस में जाते हैं, जहां हम अपनी बातों को प्रस्तुत करते हैं और लोग हमसे अपने क्वेरीज पूछते हैं, और उस क्वेरीज को अगर हम रिजॉल्व करने में सक्षम होते हैं अपने राइटिंग्स के थ्रू, तो दैट इज़ द गुड, और वो अप्रिसिएट होता है। उसी तरीके से हम अपने जो वर्क को है पब्लिश कराते हैं और पूरे वर्ल्ड के डोमेन में भेजते हैं, जिससे कि लोग हमारे द्वारा किए गए काम को जाने, हमारे द्वारा जो हम नॉलेज कंट्रीब्यूशन कर रहे हैं या बॉडी ऑफ नॉलेज में अपना कंट्रीब्यूशन कर रहे हैं, लोग उसको जाने और उसको बेस बना के कुछ अन्य कार्य भी किए जा सकते हैं। तो इस तरीके से रिसर्च पेपर राइटिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड some guidelines are here for that can gives us direction to write a good research paper. Choose a focused feasible topic. अगर हम अपने ही शोध कार्य से किसी टॉपिक को लिखने जा रहे हैं, किसी पेपर को लिखने जा रहे हैं, तो हमारा जो रिसर्च टाइटल है वो एक ऐसे अपीलिंग होना चाहिए जिससे कि लोग उसको पढ़ने के लिए या उसको समझने के लिए रेडी हों। तो चूज ए फोकस फिजिबल टॉपिक, शुड बी रिसर्चेबल विद इन द गिवन टाइम एंड रिसोर्स लिमिट्स। जनरली रिसर्च पेपर एम्पिरिकल डेटाबेस ही होते हैं, तो जैसे कि हमने एक टॉपिक लिया technology and education. This is too broader and this will not interesting. But if we have considered effect of online teaching tools on student engagement in higher education, so this will make interest for the reading. Technology and education, it means we are talking a very vague term, but when we have framed a topic, effect of online learning tools on student engagement in higher education, so this will be more better and catching, and this will attract the interest of the readers. Second, conduct a thorough literature review. Yes, जो लिटरेचर रिव्यू है उसको गहराई से हमें अध्ययन करने की ज़रूरत है, क्योंकि उसी को एक्सप्लोर करना है, उसी से हमें अपने रिजल्ट को डिफेंड भी करना है, इसी से हमें नॉलेज गैप भी आइडेंटिफाई करके उसके मेथडोलॉजीज के साथ बढ़ना है। तो लिटरेचर रिव्यू हम जनरली 2 बार करते हैं, पहला जब टॉपिक डिसाइड कर रहे हैं उसके पहले भी, और दूसरा जब हम रैशनल लिखने जा रहे हैं तब भी। तो और साथ ही साथ वो लिटरेचर रिव्यू हमारी मेथडोलॉजी को भी strengthen करता है। तो therefore we should go for the literature review and use database like JSTOR, Scopus and Google Scholar. Organize sources using tools like Zotero and Mendeley. तो इस तरीके से sources हम literature review के लिए यूज कर सकते हैं। Maintain academic integrity, no plagiarism. ये चीज़ हमें ध्यान में रखने की ज़रूरत है कि हम एकेडमिक इंटीग्रिटी को मेंटेन करके रखें। इट मीन्स नो प्लेगरिज्म, पैराफ्रेज एंड साइट सोर्सेस करेक्टली, पैराफ्रेज करके चले और जो सोर्सेज हम यूज कर रहे हैं उसका साइटेशन जरूर करें। नेक्स्ट वन, फॉलो अ कंसिस्टेंट साइटेशन स्टाइल। जो साइटेशन स्टाइल हमें आवश्यक है उसके साथ हम जा सकते हैं, जैसे कि APA सोशल साइंस में यूज जनरली होता है, अमेरिकन साइकोलॉजिकल एसोसिएशन का, MLA ह्यूमैनिटीज़ में, शिकागो हिस्ट्री एंड अदर्स में। तो यूज इन टेक्स्ट साइटेशन एंड फुल रेफरेंसेस लिस्ट, हम कोशिश करें कि टेक्स्ट साइटेशन भी दें और फुल रेफरेंस लिस्ट भी रिफ्लेक्ट करें। तो इससे हमारे पेपर की ऑथेंटिसिटी बढ़ेगी एंड आवर राइटिंग विल बी ऑथेंटिक। बी क्लियर, कोहेरेंट एंड कॉन्साइज, अवॉइड jargon and ambiguity, use active voice where possible, use visuals effectively. Yes, nobody is going to read in detail, therefore attracting or catching points are required. Tables, chart and figures should be clearly labeled and explained, and that will attract the mindset or understanding. Therefore it is required to use the visual effects, proofread and edit, as grammar, formatting, citations, ask peer or use software like Grammarly. By these we can enhance our writings. Now it is required to strengthen your concepts. Then you should think of a research paper you have read recently. What was their structure? What made it effective or ineffective in terms of clarity, structure and argument? You should think what made it effective or ineffective. That paper is written by someone and that is published in the knowledge domain by the different journals. Which journals you are saying that is very highly reputed, and few journals are not considered as a reputed journal. So therefore, what made it effective or ineffective in terms of clarity, structure and arguments, and why Some journals are accepting that and some refuse. So that is, I think, to critically review a research paper in terms of the writing discussed above. Yes, if you are seeing any papers published in any journal, you can go and critically review on the discussed parameters what we have discussed. That will give you an insight to develop a good paper or writing a good paper. By the reading of these references, you can strengthen your insight about writing the research paper. Thank you.